see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboys fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face.
Oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
Hey, you guys any...
What are we talking about?
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play. Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! Can't wait! Let's go!
Yo, yo, yo. What is up? What is up? It's me, it's Key, and we're back with another episode. The Hoop Dreams and TD's Queen, and Jori's back. How you feeling today? Your flu going?
Right. I'm feeling a lot better. No more cold.
Good. That's what's up. That's good. That's good. We can get down to the nitty-gritty of things. Starting off with the one and the only. If y'all hold on, before we get it up, y'all have not subscribed. The link is in the description for the Sports Empire Network, and also we are on where we're going to be on the Northeast streaming platform at 7:00 on Roku TV. So make sure y'all tune into that. Coach Dante is in the building. Coach, what is going on?
What's up?
And we're going to start off with one Mr. Josh Giddey from the OKC Thunder. It is allegedly that he slept with an underage teenager. Now, mind you, he's 21. But I believe OKC out in Oklahoma, he has, I think the consent is 16, but reports are saying the girl lied to him and he's really 15. And the NBA is investigating everything now. They do play the 76ers. Tip-off should be in a couple of minutes, but he is playing this game. Jori, when you seen this, I know thoughts and everything was going through your mind. Talk about Josh Giddey.
Why is he even eligible to play? Like, when this came out, he should have been immediately put on an exempt list. They did the exact same thing to Ja, even though Ja's a little different situation. But with this, like, why is he playing? And it's not like he didn't know. He thought she was 16. You're 21. That whole age of consent thing really only protects 18-year-olds from talking to 15-year-olds in high school. That's really what that's for. Not for 21-year-olds who know better to target 16-year-olds. You have so much money and so much to lose. And you prefer, instead of pulling somebody your own age or a little bit older, to go for a 16-year-old girl. And apparently she lied and she was already 15, but she's still underage and you still went for her because thinking that she was 16. And that wasn't in the past. That was this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's 21 now. This was this year. Why is he playing at all? Him on an exempt list, and somebody needs to be watching him.
No, facts. Like, there's definitely not a good look for the NBA yet again, because you already let Miles Bridges play and he pled no contest.
Exactly.
Again, that's like you guilty in my book, pleading no contest. But until maybe the investigation is over, you can't let this slide under the rug. This is not cute whatsoever. It's illegal. They put rules in place for a reason. Regardless if it's true or not, those pictures surface, and you can't. And it's not saying you can't say, "Oh, that's not him." No, that's him. That's him. So it's I just don't know. I just don't. All this free, but they can go out here and get you choose. Why a high schooler? I guess if she was 17, 18, okay, we wouldn't be serious saying this, but 15, 16, and you 21, I have an issue with that. Like, as a parent, I would not condone that whatsoever. I don't care how much you is. I don't care if you is in the NBA. What can you do with my child? What can my child do for you at 16? She's not even finished high school yet. What can she do at 16? What can she do? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. So all this females you can possibly go out and get, you want to mess with a 15-year-old? That's a charge. That's a rape charge.
It's statutory, and it's like you know what you're doing, and it's like the NBA with the amount of foolishness against women that's gone on. You think the NBA would at least act like you care? Miles Bridges shouldn't be on the roster. He needs to be on the damn exempt list, and possibly because I don't even think it's alleged. I'm gonna just go with it because you have the pictures to prove it.
And he had a nerve to pose in him.
You're posing in him, so you know what you're doing. So I'm like, he doesn't even need to be on a basketball court.
So this is Josh Giddey, guard for the OKC Thunder. He's allegedly been, getting it in with underage girls. Apparently the girl lied to him, said he was 16, but she's really 15. And he's on the Snapchat posing. And then as the caption under the bottom said, "I just F Josh Giddey." Come on. And he's literally posing. So, I mean, you can Google it. You can search for it. I mean, it's all out there now. The NBA is investigating it now. And he's playing against the 76ers right now. So they're letting him play. But it's just, Miles Bridges is in the league. Look at Kevin Porter Jr. They got him out of here. And you see what he did. You saw what he did. They got him out of here. So I just feel like, where's the women's rights in this thing? Y'all see what happened to Ume Adoka? Y'all was quick to fire him in Boston. But now he got a job in Houston. Y'all are quick to fire somebody. But Josh Giddey, y'all don't say nothing about, I'm not going to take it there with the race card. But come on now, y'all. Come on. I just... Again, NBA is just not a... Come on, Adam Silver. Get it together.
If you're going to drop the hammer on Ja for a repeat offense with something of this magnitude, there shouldn't be... The hammer should already be dropped. He needs to not be playing with something like this.
I agree. I definitely agree. It's... when the NBA is investigating it, hopefully something comes out of it, which I don't think is... I'm just being real. I don't think nothing's going to happen. Josh Giddey's still going to play. But right now they are playing the 76ers. They are on a 6-game winning streak. But he is playing. Bright star in OKC. And if this comes out to be true, you literally just threw your career. You're throwing your career away. For one, why isn't the girl's family pressing any type of charges?
That's a real question.
So, or this is going to be a money plea where he settles out and pleads with a no contest again. Come on, Adam Silver. I swear, if that happens, you got to learn your mistakes from the first time. Don't do it. He can play, but he can go all over Australia and play ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not the end of the world for him in the NBA. If it comes down to that, he can play in Australia. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not liking it. We're gonna move on here. Mr. Scott Foster and CP3 Chris Paul. They got a history of something serious. Whenever Chris Paul is in the game with Scott Foster roughing, 9 times out of 10, he's losing his game. I haven't came across a game where he's actually won with Scott Foster. I don't know what Scott Foster's gripe is with Chris Paul, but Chris Paul said it got personal, and apparently Scott Foster's son coaches like high school level and got CP's son on stuff and giving them fouls. Like, what is up with Chris Paul and Scott Foster? Do the league need to change this? Do they need to look into it? What's your thoughts?
Is there some type of generational beef going on right now? Because, I feel like that the NBA needs to step in check both of them at this point, because they both need to be checked, because they both have a clear history. They both don't like each other. And stop having Scott Foster ref any game with CP3 in it. Let's just eliminate the problem. Because the problem with Scott Foster is sometimes he lets his emotions get the best of him. Yes, CP was out of line, but here's my thing. Like with CP's playoff record, he done lost 15 playoff games because of Scott Foster reffing. You can't tell me that's nothing personal or grimy about that. 15 games, playoff games at that. The NBA needs to step in, and do something that will, because it's affecting the game. Because people come to see Chris Paul, whether we like to believe it or not today. Mm-hmm. They come to see Chris Paul. You eject him because of a rash, poorly thought out decision, emotional decision, trying to flex, and you're robbing the people of what they want. They don't come to see you. They do not come to see ugly Scott Foster. They do not come to look at that mug. No, they come to watch Steph, Draymond, and now CP3's there. His little few fans will come to watch him, not a ref. So the fact that their gripes against each other affects the game, the NBA needs to step in, do something. Scott Foster and CP3 don't need to be on the same court, clearly.
I don't know. Scott Foster is a questionable ref. Like, sometimes he'll let stuff go. Sometimes he's too ticky-tacky. Like, I don't like the games where you get a foul every 2 minutes. Let them play basketball. But him and CP3, they got some history. I don't know what it is or when it started. I know last year during Phoenix, and I'm like, Scott Foster reffing this game. That means Phoenix is about to lose this game. And it 9 times out of 10, it's true. Like, it never fails with Scott Foster and CP3. Now things are just getting crazy now. It's getting way out of hand. Can the NBA step in? Maybe not. Okay, we're not going to put Scott Foster on none of these schedules that Chris Paul is playing. Now, it just so happens maybe he gets into the playoffs. I still wouldn't do it. Like, Scott, I know you're a known ref and you got years and years of experience, but come on, dude. Some things with CP3 maybe you just gotta let go. Just let go. Play, ref the game like it's supposed to be, and just forget about CP3. If he gets out of hand and he deserves a tech, okay. But I don't know. Is it personal? Is he taking things personally when he's on the court? Maybe.
I think
so. This going to be interesting to brew. Let's see if we see Scott Foster and CP3 more encounters later on sometime in this year. But if the Warriors get into the playoffs and Scott Foster's there, don't count on that game. Especially if y'all needed to win. Don't count on it. Don't let it be a game 7 and Scott Foster's reffing. The odds don't tend in that favor. I seen this and I was like, Pop, one of the greatest coaches of all time. When he's said and done, he gets in that category. He was playing they was playing the Clippers, and I guess they was in San Antonio, and the fans stopped and they started to boo Kawhi Leonard. What did Pop do? He gets on the microphone and say, "Y'all don't gotta do that," and some other nonsense, and then the crowd boos even more. Is Pop having an Alzheimer's moment? What is going on?
Yep, that's the only reasonable excuse. Like, why would you do that? You know what you know exactly why the Spurs fans are booing Kawhi. He forced himself out of San Antonio. They have a reason, and it's like you can't tell people not to voice their opinions, especially when it's universally. As far as Spurs fans go, they don't like Kawhi anymore. He forced himself out, and then he won a championship. You can't tell people how to. I understand that, yeah, but you can't tell people not to boo. They're gonna do it anyway, especially when it's somebody like Kawhi Leonard, who for some reason can't stay on the court. He's been doing that for years. They're gonna feel the way that they feel. I understand Pop's nice gesture of, hey, stop booing him. He's done a lot. that was not the time or the place, especially to grab an announcer's mic to do that. That was not the time or the place, and he just he did another poorly thought emotional decision.
We all know what Kawhi's done for the organization, and then he wanted to be out. I get it, I understand, but Pop, you gotta understand, people pay their hard-earned money to see the Spurs, whether they suck or not. They ride or die for their team. They're there to see Victor win Biomba right now. That's what's putting money in these seats. And you playing the Clippers, so if they want to boo Kawhi because he's on the opposing team, let them boo. You cannot tell these people how to cheer when they're paying their dollars to see this game. So if it's Kawhi that's at the line they're going to boo, they're going to boo. They have every right to, because he doesn't play for the Spurs anymore. He is with the Clippers. So just like any other opposing team that comes in, it's because it was Kawhi. I don't know why, it took balls for him to get on that mic and say what he said. I give him that. But I just don't think it was in that right moment. Maybe do it after the game, not during the free throw shooting. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And, that's just Pop being Pop. But I wonder what the players thought about that. Like, they sit next to each other like, is he really doing this right now?
I would be thinking, I'm like, I hope you do this for me.
Fact. Like, Pop, you gonna do this for me when they boo me?
When they boo me and I'm struggling?
So that's just crazy. But Pop, shout out to Pop for
at least trying. You tried.
Telling people not to boo Kawhi Leonard at the line.
You tried, bro. It didn't work.
Very shocking team right now, Jori. They are Orlando Magic, and they are number 2 in the East right now at 11-5. Pablo Panchero and Cole Anthony. They is balling right now. What is the difference now? What is Miami and Von Wagner? Why are they playing so good?
They're very young, and they're confident. They're confident in the guys around them. You could tell how the way they play. Like Banchero, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Pablo Banchero, yep.
Him and Cole Anthony play great two-man. Like with Boston, they match up very well with Boston. There's a reason why Boston has lost their last 4 against Orlando. They match up very well. And then when you have a bench that is pretty much a starting unit on its own, that can play complementary basketball that feeds off of each other. Starters feed off of bench players. Bench players feed off of starters. It's like the winning formula right now. My only question is, can they sustain it? Because they look really good right now. And like a young team that's confident like that can really shake some stuff up in the East.
So over the last couple games, they've beaten the Bulls. They beat the Bulls again. They beat the Pacers. They beat the Raptors. They beat the Nuggets. And they beat the Celtics last night 113-96. Tatum had ended up with 26, but Panchero had 23. Wagner had 17. His brother, Mortiz Wagner, came off the bench with 27. You got brothers playing with each other, and it's killing it. Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs is finally getting going. When we was going to hear his name when he was drafted from Gonzaga. So this team, Joe Ingles is on that team. I didn't know that. Oh my God, Joe Ingles comes off the bench and gives them 3-point shooting. Did not know Joe Ingles was over there. So this team is pretty solid. And then they got the Ricky Black over there. Not OKC. The Magic is balling. Who their coach is?
And it's not like, yeah, because he's doing something good. I don't know what his name is, but like they're not beating just
Jamal
bad.
Mosley. Okay. He's the head coach of the Orlando Magic on July 11th, 2021. He was on there. Okay, Mosley over there doing some good things over there for the Magic. I mean, man, turning their tables around. I mean, Panchero probably settles for 3-pointers a lot, but it's working. Hopefully they can keep it going. But how, like you said, how long can they keep this going? Will they be straight up in the playoffs? Will they fall? But if they're playing this well, we got to see where it goes. Even Markelle Fultz, we all know the story of Markelle Fultz over in Philly. He didn't do good in Philly. His shoulder, now he's with the Magic, and now he's straight up balling too. So shout out to the Magic. Shout out to the Magic for starting off hot like this. Let's see if they can keep it going. I like the story.
And it's not like they're playing cupcake teams. I mean, you can argue that the Bulls, the Bulls are the Bulls, but they're playing quality teams and they're beating them straight up. So it's like, it's quality basketball, and I love to watch it.
Fact. So it's not like they playing just nobodies. I mean, their next schedule, maybe they got the Hornets, they got the Wizard, the Cavs, the Celtics again. They got Celtics back to back. Why would they do that? I hate when the NBA does that. They got to play the Celtics on the 15th and then play them again on the 17th. So, and then they got the Magic. I mean, then they got the Heat, and then they got the Bucks. So, these games are going to put them to the test to see if it was just them, not say fluke, but can they keep this up? But I like it. They're coming off hot. They said the Bulls could have Pinchero. They starting off really, really good. So shout out to, again, Jamal Mosley over there in Orlando, trying to turn this franchise around, because we all know they're tall. Their guards are tall, everything. So they, again, like Jori said, cupcake teams. They're not playing the Spurs every night, or the Pistons every night. They playing top teams and that's been in the playoffs. So for them to beat Boston, that was clutch. All right, so we are going to go to a break. Gonna come on back to the NFL side. Some things to go on over on the NFL, but we will be back.
Hey guys, it's Pavel the Cat.
And Evan Rev Reynolds.
And we are Two Guys in Hockey Talk. We are here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to talk all things hockey. What do we talk about, Evan?
We talk KHL, AHL, ECHL, every HL hockey league you can think about, prospects, juniors, even the Professional Women's Hockey League.
Yeah, we love it. And we have a website, Two Guys in Hockey Talk. So give us a follow. We got articles on all things related to hockey, and we're writing all throughout the season. So make sure you tune in. We're also on X or Twitter. You can find me at hockey_2, and
you can follow me at RevanEv. Or you can also go to twoguysandhockeytalk.com to follow everything.
We love hearing from you guys, so make sure you tune in, comment, like, give us a follow on our Facebook and YouTube page. We love hearing from you guys, and it's a blast talking all things hockey, right, Evan?
Hey, man, it is. So, as we say every show, in the meantime and in between time,
keep your sticks on the ice. Cheers.
Cheers.
And make sure y'all subscribe to the Sports Empire Network, again, to see Two Guys in Hockey Talk. Great guys over there. The best when it comes to anything hockey. Adam says the Thunder and the Magic both are in second place. Thunder's another team that's turning things around, beating quality teams, see if they can keep that up. SGA, especially with this Josh Giddey incident. Chet Holmgren possibly could be Rookie of the Year over Chet over Wemby. But we had some Thanksgiving games going. We didn't get a chance to pick. Well, we did pick them. Well, last week I picked them. The Detroit Lions sold me. Let's just say that. They sold me.
Man.
They sold me. I thought they was going to beat Green Bay, but Green Bay beat them 29-22. We all had the Cowboys beating up on the Commanders 45-10. And the Seahawks, they lose to the 49ers 31-13. And I forgot there was a game on yesterday because I just forgot. But the Miami Dolphins did beat the Jets.
A snooze fest.
34-13. Javon Hollins pick six, Hail Mary was like the highlight of the whole game. Once I knew he was going to get past that one guy, I was like, it's a wrap. He's gone. Dante said, you ain't the only one that he sold on. I need a head coach, OC, a DC, and a QB, please. Dang, so you getting rid of Gino? You getting rid of Pete Carroll and all those guys?
You ready to blow it up?
He ready to blow it up. He said Pete too old. He need to go retire and sit down. Poor Gino. Jordan Love made the Lions look like frauds. Look, if Jordan
I've been
Love,
worried
look,
about that defense.
Green Bay, if you look at it, their receivers aren't that bad. They're a young squad, but they're not bad. Jaden Reed is a stud. When Dobbs can catch, he can catch. Wicks is another receiver. And Christian Watson finally came to show up. If they got a good quality tight end in Musgrave. I know he was hurt. But if Jordan Love keeps this up, I mean, he keeps playing, Green Bay might slip into a wild card situation. What you think?
Too inconsistent. Too inconsistent. They look good against a bad Detroit defense that just can't rush the passer right now. And leave it to Detroit to turn back into the old Lions on Thanksgiving. I'm like, that's such a Lions thing to do. You've played well for the most part of the year. You haven't started this well since the 50s. And you ruin it, and you revert back to Detroit Lion form on Thanksgiving and national television when people are saying that you were a good team, which in my lifetime has happened maybe once or twice.
Told you, mannequin challenge.
And as far as the Packers are concerned, they're too inconsistent. Jordan Love is too inconsistent. I'm not completely sold on him, but I'm not sold out, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's too inconsistent.
Right now, Green Bay is 5-6, and they are on the outside looking into the playoffs. That 7th spot is held by Seattle right now at 6-5. So we'll see what the race is, and because the Lions lost, they now fall to. They still going to win the division. They still going to North, and they're at number 3 right now. San Fran is moves into the 2nd seed. So Dallas, y'all wouldn't play San Fran. Y'all would play Minnesota if the playoffs ended today. Not sold on the Packers offense. Defensively, the Packers are good on defense. They're solid. They're not bad. Defensive squad, offensively inconsistent.
Yep.
Dak Prescott. Told y'all they ain't a show if you're not talking about 3 teams. You're not talking about the Lakers, Dallas Cowboys, or somebody. But
we left the Lakers out of it for once.
Yeah, the Lakers actually did good. Lakers ain't got nothing bad to say about them for right now. Dak Prescott. Shout out to Dak Prescott. Congratulations on his girlfriend is pregnant, so he is going to be a daddy. So shout out to Dak Prescott. But Mr. Prescott, that's not why we're talking about you today, sir. Should they give Dak a max? Now, Dallas is on a roll. Granted, it is against teams that's under 500, and we're going to talk about that topic later on. Mm-hmm. But Dak right now, should they extend him? Should they let him walk? If you're Jerry Jones, what do you do with Dak Prescott?
Look, I'm giving him a 1-year extension, and if he can build off of this year, I'll go ahead and give him a max. But go ahead, mess around and give Dak a max if you want to. That's another thing. He gonna show you why he don't deserve it. The second you turn around and give him that money. Here we go. And he's been playing very good. I'm not gonna sit here and discredit what he's done so far against bad teams. So he's played very well. Even against the good teams, he's played for the most part pretty well. Arizona and San Francisco would like to have a word, but is it a max? No. Dak is the type of quarterback that he got to get repeated prove-it deals. Because when you lock him down, it's been proven. Because the first contract, he got his money, and then Cowboys did Cowboys things. But, yeah, 1 year, if he can do it again next year and they can get further in the playoffs next year, go ahead and give him a max. But out for this year, no.
Because right now, Dak's last 3 games, again, you had the Giants coming off, not saying that Philly lost, but you had the Giants, Carolina, and Washington. The Giants game, he was 26-35, 404, and he threw 4 tubs. Carolina game, he was 25-38, 189 yards for 2 tubs. And then against Washington, 45-10, 22 of 32, 331, and four tubs. I think they're gonna keep Dak. I don't know if they're gonna give him money just yet, because they're really, like Dante said, like Coach said, there really isn't any quarterbacks in this free agent class. So they're gonna have. I think they do keep Dak. Now they're talking about challenging Joe Burrow type of money. Is Dak worth that much?
No.
I'm not going to give him that. Coach said I'd rather have Dak Prescott on my team than anybody in that free agency block that's going to be a quarterback or in the draft. Again, it is a deep quarterback draft, but the way Dallas is going to fall in that draft, I don't think they're going to, risk.
They're not going to be in the running.
So you might as well keep him. Now, do you extend him? Extend him, but don't get that man $300 million.
He will
don't let him be the highest paid quarterback, and that's going. Do you know what the media is going to You think Dak's getting crucified now? Let Dak get that $300 million, and he has a sucky season.
And they collapse. Boy, I laugh. I love to watch it. I promise you, every year, I love to watch a Cowboy collapse. They get too much attention for me. That's why I love Cowboy misery.
So Dak so far is thrown for 2,935 yards, 23 TDs, and 6 interceptions with a QBR of 75.4. Now everybody's making fun of Dak. Oh, he's going to lead the league in interceptions. He said he's not going to get the 10. He only got 6. But y'all making fun of Jalen, and Jalen still finding ways to win, even though I know he has, thrown some TDs. Thrown some INTs as well.
He could be Josh Allen, who's actually leading the league in picks. So it could be worse.
It could be. It definitely could be. Seidman says it's going to be the same smoke in the city if that happens to Dak. Kyle says, what's going on, Kyle? With or without him, the Cowboys still aren't going to the Super Bowl.
I promise that's a fact.
Like I said, I don't know what it is. Jerry Jones is not going to spend his money to make his team better. He just won't. I don't understand why. They had plenty of opportunities to, but he's not. Like I said, I'm not saying Dak is a bad QB. It's just he's not going to get them over the hump.
He's not a move the needle type of quarterback.
Right. Mo said Dak is good QB, but he's not leading the mirror. There you go.
But heartbreak, and I love to watch it.
So the Dallas Cowboys, but yeah, I don't think they should give Dak a max or anything like that. Give him something reasonable. Keep him on, because again, this QB draft class is good, but not good enough for Dallas to go get one of them and say he's ready now. And the free agency don't look good when it comes to QBs either. Surprisingly, we got a bunch of Cowboys talk on it today, but Daron Bland, cornerback, he came in when Trevon Diggs towards ACL. Didn't think we would see Bland, but Bland not even gonna hold you. I give credit where it's due, whether I hate this team or not. Daron Bland is ball. 6 interceptions, made the history of 5 pick sixes to the house. Here's a story. Do he deserve to be Defensive Player of the Year?
He deserves to be in the consideration. I don't think nobody right now has really flashed as like an open, clear-cut, oh, that's the Defensive Player of the Year. No, I haven't had that. I haven't seen anybody flash off my screen that's doing that.
Myles Garrett is balling.
I'm not paying attention to the clowns.
Oh, Myles Garrett is your clear-cut Defensive Player of the Year right now.
The clowns are not an NFL team to me. I hate them.
Myles Garrett is going insanely. He's leading the lead in sacks. He's all over the place on that defense.
Minus him, nobody else. But he should be in the consideration. We don't do Cleveland in this house.
No Cleveland in this house.
No.
Myles Garrett is leading the league with 13 sacks, 22 solo tackles, 4 forced fumbles. The man is all over the place. 30 tackles altogether right now. He don't have no interceptions, but he is in faces of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But Myles Garrett is a clear-cut winner here. But Daron Bland, like you said, consideration, but he He's not no defensive player of the year, in my opinion. He's leading the league in interceptions, but I don't think he's going to win this battle. You know,
Why they keep targeting him?
Pick sixes to the house is good and dandy and all. It helps the overall score for you to win games on the defense, but
why they keep targeting him? Because he's not as good as Diggs. That's why he got so many pick sixes.
No, we're not talking. Coach said, "No, you're not talking to no Cleveland after they put that spanking on y'all."
It's not even about that. It's about their stupid ass quarterback who's a weirdo. I
Which
can't
one?
do Cleveland.
You talking about Watson?
Yes.
Oh, he not even playing for the year. He out here.
Regardless, he's still on the team.
But you got to give credit where credit due, though.
I will at the end of the season. Not right now.
But Myles Garrett is straight balling. He's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think it's go to Bland. Again, Bland, not putting up enough for me. Now, if he was to get a pick six every game he played and take it to the house, you can get a push. But just 5 and breaking history, leading the league with 6 interceptions, I don't see it great. Stephon Diggs, that 1 year had 11 interceptions. Did you see him win it? No, TJ Watt won it. So I just don't see it.
TJ Watt's having a nice year too.
What Bland has done is amazing. People should put respect on his name, but he's not winning. Again, that's facts, Mo.
Facts.
Definitely. All right, so here we go. We got teams. So the Dolphins and the Cowboys are in the same boat. They can't beat
front
teams
runners
that's over 500. That's the whole issue here. So how much stock can we put in the wins, or do the losses to good teams matter even more? Now, I'm going to tell you the rest of the Dallas Cowboys schedule. Give me a second. Their schedule, I know they play the Seahawks Thursday night. Hopefully that ain't a blowout. These Thursday night games. So Dallas has they have the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Bills, the Dolphins, Lions, Commanders remaining. That's their remaining schedule.
That's kind of like a tough schedule for asking. Thank you. I'm glad I was missed. Minus the Commanders, because Commanders ain't got no defensive identity. They traded away their 2 best players at the trade deadline. That is what it is over there. A hot mess in the brewing. I see that Dallas could lose a couple of these games. I'm not even so sure if a team can flat out physical Dallas, which is hard to do. I will give them credit. If you could punch Dallas in the mouth and make Dak and that offense drive the field multiple times, you have a chance. You have a chance. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas lost a few of those games, especially versus the Eagles. If the Lions fix their defense, could give them problems. And the Dolphins, they're front runners too. Just because you dropped 70 on a horrible Broncos team, and then the next week you got beat by 3 to 4 touchdowns, it's just shaping up to be average. If we're asking me, you're beating up on who you're supposed to beat.
So the Dolphins have the Commanders, the Titans, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Ravens, Bills.
They could lose their last 3. And depending on what my team decides, that I'm not even finna talk about them right now because they're not worth me talking about them right now. I have a bad team right now because of my offensive line. It is not about that right now.
I told you about Andre Dillard. Y'all wasn't going to like him.
He's not playing anymore. I'm glad. He's a healthy scratch. A healthy scratch. And I tell you, I was doing the church lady dance.
And we drafted him. He was a first-round pick. He stinks. He stinks. But how much stock can we put in the wins, or does the losses to good teams matter more?
Those losses to good teams matter more to me, especially how they've looked. Granted, Dallas, the last loss to Philly, they look pretty decent. Miami, when they lose against bad teams, Tua don't look good. He starts turning the football over. They can't run the football. And the offensive line decides they can't block for two seconds. Like when Miami plays good teams, they don't look dang near the same team, but they can score a lot of points though. They can score a lot.
They can. And you seen they put a whooping on the Jets. It's the Jets.
Everybody's whooping up on the Jets. My team. I wish I had the Jets on my schedule. I have a win.
We would be 10-0 right now.
Yes.
If the Jets ain't beat us. I still can't believe it, the damn Jets. But anyway. The losses to good teams matter more. So it's like you go into minus the Cardinals, because the Cardinals played hard and they won. Eagles, San Fran. If you want to be that team and have everybody stop talking about y'all, you gotta go out there and beat the good teams. I get you play what's on your schedule. You play who's on your schedule. I understand that. And you're supposed to whoop up on the bad teams. But when you play the good teams, you play like pure poop. I don't understand it. Where was that same energy you had against the Commanders, going up against the San Fran team? Where was that same energy that you killed the Giants 40-0? Where's the same energy when y'all playing these bad teams? Why aren't y'all putting that same intensity into the good teams? Maybe y'all could have beat San Fran and not lost 45-10. That's just my opinion. But Dallas fans say, damn if they do, damn if we don't, we're going to get talked about regardless. If we lose to the good teams, we lose to the bad teams, they're going to get talked about.
They're very confident right now. I'm like, you realize that December is coming up. Right around that time for the Cowboys to start doing Cowboys things.
Yep.
I suggest them to be quiet.
Wait for the Jets aren't the number one seed, but Zach Wilson was being mentored by Aaron Rodgers.
You just hate the Jets.
Zach Wilson got demoted. How do you get demoted to third string? You are in front of Trevor Siemian, who got the job, who was on his couch. They brought him back.
They ruined him. The Jets thoroughly ruined him.
I just think the Jets anybody that goes to the Jets, like gets drafted to the Jets, is purgatory. Sam Darnold. Now Zach Wilson. But the last good quarterback maybe was Sanchez before the butt fumble. Because Sanchez did take them to the AFC Championship game. Mm-hmm. He got double benched. Exactly, Mo. Like, you got demoted to third string. I guess finally, it was on. Salah couldn't do it no more. He can't defend him no more. You can't defend Zach Wilson.
He realized, I'm like, if I keep defending this man, my head's going to roll and I'm not going to have a job.
Speaking of a person who shouldn't have no job.
This one, right here.
Ryan Rivera. So they already cleaned the house. Jack Del Rio's going. And the DB coach is going because they secondary stink. Eric Bieniemy is still OC. Ryan Rivera is going to be calling the defense. Come Monday, I think if they lose this game, is Ryan Rivera out? Oh, Ryan was like, he's not worried about his job. Okay, Ryan.
Okay, Ryan.
You're not worried about your job, but I think your time is coming. Josh Harris is about to
He knows his time is coming.
Josh Hammer is about to hit the gavel and say court adjourned, because I think you're next. Just like the words of Goldberg, you're next. I think Monday morning, Black Monday is going to come down. We might see some other teams. We might see some other coaches with you. Who's to say if the Bears lose to Minnesota, Eberflus is going to be next. But Ron Rivera, you should be next on the chopping block to go.
And the way that this team had, even before they traded away Chase Young and Montez Sweat, the defense had taken a step back. And just like I say with Brandon Staley, if you're a defensive head coach and your defense stinks, what are you doing here? Like, at least the offense can put it together somewhat at times. Eric Bieniemy has shown he can have this offense ready to go.
Sam Howell was leading the league in interception. I mean, leading the league in passing. I mean, he's getting sacked 99 times, but he's leading the league in passing right now.
So, and he's made some dumb mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but he looks pretty solid. You're wasting what could be of that offense by not protecting him and by not stopping a nosebleed. So, regardless whether they fire him, if they lose this game, he should be gone. But he'll definitely be gone at the end of the season.
I think so too.
Oh yeah, me too.
So, Coach said I thought Sam Howell was about to die on that. Die the way that offensive line was getting him killed. The Commanders' defensive line is solid. That secondary is straight ass.
And when you have a bad secondary, I promise you, I know this tape. And you wear out your defensive line to the point that they can't stop the run, you're going to lose football games. Keeping that defense out on the field is going to lose you football games. I know. My team has done that a lot.
This has nothing to do with him lost to her mom and him having cancer. It has nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that.
You're going to get fired. He stinks.
They haven't done nothing with him.
Look at Chuck Pagano. Chuck Pagano had cancer. Does he have a job right now?
No. They fired him, or did he resign?
No, they fired him.
They fired him.
So we can't even say that no more. But it's time for Rivera to go. They already got rid of the DB's coach. They already got rid of the Jack Del Rio. They're not getting rid of the enemy. He just got there. I think he's getting canned on Monday. And Bieniemy is going to take over as coach. This is going to give him give Josh Harris a look and see, can Eric Bieniemy actually be a head coach in this league? And if he does good, he may be kept on. But this is the interview process for Eric Bieniemy. This is his tryout if Ron Rivera gets the boot. But I think Monday is coming. Let the Commanders lose. I don't even know who the Commanders is playing, but let them lose again.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back for the rest of week 12's picks and predictions. Stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? It's Control Simpson with Wire to Wire Sports Podcast, where we're going to cover all things breaking news, sports related. We're going to preview games, and we're also going to give you our reaction to games that have happened before. You can catch us on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you miss us there, no worries. You can also catch us on Roku with Northeast Streaming Sports Productions from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Hey, and listen, if you're not into all sports and just NFL, we have Sideline to Sideline. That's on Thursday nights from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 p.m. We'll break down the NFL week, the Thursday night game, and we'll preview all NFL action.
And if you're like me and college football is your fix, tune in every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Coast to Coast College Football pregame show. We'll review the previous week's action, the day's biggest games. We'll give you our pick'ems, and we'll even give you some teams that are on upset alert.
And if you don't catch us live, you can download us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to your podcast. We do also have a YouTube station, Wire to Wire Sports Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, y'all. So that is Wire to Wire. Make sure y'all go subscribe to their channel as well. And you can catch them on Sports Empire Network. I guess I didn't have the list. I know I had the list up here. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I ain't tripping. All right. Gonna zoom this in a little bit. We're gonna share the screen. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, so these are your remaining games. Kyle said once Snyder was going, the clock when Rivera started. I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. All right, here are your games that is left for the rest of your Sunday, because 3 of them was given, and then the rest was Friday. So you got the Bucks going up against the Colts. Who you got?
The Bucks. I just can't pick the Colts.
Did I take the Bucks or did I take the Colts? I might have took the Colts. Give me Uncle Rico. I'm going to take Uncle Rico here. I know that the Colts released Shaq Leonard.
I saw that coming.
I got the Colts here. I like the Colts here. We got the Patriots going up against New York. Good grief.
If the Patriots lose this game, I promise you, there will be some heads rolling. Because they're better than the Giants, even though they're not playing like it. They're more talented than the Giants. I will pick the Patriots. I will not pick them again if they lose.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I had a hard time picking this game. I really did. I'm gonna go with the Giants here. Sorry, Kyle. I gotta pick the Giants. They let the Patriots let go. The Patriots let go of Will Greer. They didn't even get this man a shot because they don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to do with Whack and Cheese. They don't know what they want to do with Bailey Zappi. Why not give Will Greer a shot? It's not gonna hurt y'all. It's not.
Why'd they waive Malik Cunningham?
Kyle's like, no. I gotta go with the Giants. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We got the Bengals and the Steelers again. No Burrow. They're not gonna have T. Higgins as well. Who you got? The Steelers or Bengals here?
This is a hard one. Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers here only because the Steelers do have a respectable defense. If Kenny Pickett could get things together, they fired Matt Canada. They need to get George Pickens involved. Jalen Warren has been running lights out. Najee Harris. I mean, needed to get it together. So hopefully he'll find his way. But I'm going to take the Steelers here. Who you got?
Steelers. I don't trust the Cincinnati Bengals without Burrow. And I don't know who their backup is. Is Jake Browning or something like that?
Yeah, it's Jake Browning. All right, who we got? You got your Titans going up against the Panthers. Look, y'all better be Carolina because I'm picking y'all. I'm picking y'all.
Don't look. We have some more shuffling on the offensive line. I pray that it works. That's really what's setting my team back right now. That bad, horrible, no good Andre Dillard signing. That was a waste of money. And I can't wait till we cut him in the offseason. He can get the hell as far away from Nashville as possible. But yeah, I'll take my Titans. I think
not Mr. Mayo. Mr. Mayo will.
He's been playing well. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, he has been. He said, "I got the Titans. Don't sell me." No, I got the Titans as well. I think y'all definitely could beat the Carolina, especially y'all defense isn't bad. Justin Simmons, poor Bryce Young.
If we don't, I promise you I'll have a bag on my head because they're making
with the tandem of Henry and Spears, Carolina's defense is going to be in for rude awakening. We got an NFC South. We got another AFC South division matchup here. We got the Texans and the Jags. I am going Houston here.
I'm going Houston. Houston looks really well. Good. They look pretty good, even though they've been missing that offensive line all year. But they look really good. And CJ Stroud is legit. And I just want to see the Golden Pony Boys lose.
Oh, sunshine and the Jags. No, I'm taking Houston here. We see CJ Stroud have 3 interceptions last week. He's going to get over that. He's going to get past that. He's going to go back to being CJ Stroud. Him and that connection with Tank Dell. Singletary's running lights out over there, behind Damian Pierce. We thought Damian Pierce was going to be this running back, but Singletary's looking great. I'm going to take the Jags. Sometimes they got the Katy Perry. The Jags have the Katy Perry syndrome. Y'all don't know what the Katy Perry syndrome is. They hot and cold. We got a NFC South matchup with the Saints and the Falcons. I swear for beans. So the Saints got some issues too. Michael Thomas is on the IR and no Marshawn Lattimore. But I'm still going to take the Saints here over the Falcons.
That's the smart bet, but I just got a feeling. I got a bad feeling.
I got a feeling
that somehow Desmond Ridder will restore some faith that he lost with the coaching staff and do something. The smart bet is the Saints, but I'm going to pick the Falcons because my gut feeling is giving me a feeling.
I'm going to go with the Saints. This was difficult for me too. We got the Rams and the Cardinals.
This is just a whole bunch of bad football. Give me the Rams. I don't have any faith in the Cardinals, even if they have Kyler Murray.
He said, watch the Saints and the Falcons end in a tie. I will laugh.
I will die. I'm like,
he said the Redbirds. I'm going Cardinals here. I'm gonna pick the Cardinals. Browns and Broncos.
Now the Broncos are on a nice little streak. Russ has not played very bad. He's played very well. The defense has turned it around. The defense did a 180. And the Browns don't have that weirdo. So, but their defense is legit. Give me the Broncos.
I took the Browns in this game. It's something about that defense and Russell. I don't know. But if Denver might prove me wrong. They 5-5 right now, and the Browns are 7-3. But I'm gonna go Browns here. I'm gonna go Browns. We got the Bills and Philadelphia Eagles. What you got?
Eagles. I don't trust the Bills defense. And once Josh Allen starts pressing, we know what he turned into, an interception machine. Give me the Eagles.
I got the Eagles too.
Of course.
I think the Eagles can beat Zach Wilson. They couldn't beat him. I think the Eagles can beat Josh Allen in this offense and this defense. If you force Josh to do some turnovers, they will lose this game. And you don't want Josh Allen to have turnovers because they're going to lose. I'm gonna take the Eagles here. Kansas City or the Raiders.
Kansas City. The Raiders look reinvigorated and rejuvenated, but talent-wise, even though the wide receiver room with Kansas City is just off the charts, inconsistent, and selective catching. Give me Kansas City. They should be able to right the ship, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Taking an upset.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The Raiders will win this game. No Kadarius Toney, no Hardman. Who is Patrick Mahomes throwing to? They got to rely on MVS. They got to rely on Sky Moore. They got Rice and Travis Kelce. I think the Raiders are going to sneak one out here. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to say the Raiders. The Raiders are going to sneak out one. Maybe it's a touchdown. Maybe it's a field goal. I think somehow the Raiders make it interesting. I think they might pull this off. So crucify me all you want. If the Raiders keep this close, the Raiders are winning this game. Chargers and Baltimore, and another coach should be fired, but he ain't. But I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Baltimore here.
I hate the purple feather brains too, and if they find a way to lose this game, I'm gonna laugh. So I'm taking Baltimore.
He said the Raisins. I can't. KC might as well throw State Farm out. And we got the Monday night game. If Brandon Staley loses this game, Black Monday should be looking really nice. He should not have no job Monday. Leave him. Are they playing this so far? Or are they in Baltimore? Wherever he at, leave him there. Monday night game, we got Minnesota and Chicago.
If Chicago lose this game, Eberflus, who shouldn't have got a head coaching job in the first place, will probably be gone. But I'm taking Minnesota. I like the whole Josh Dobbs thing. I'm loving it. I wish we would have kept him.
I got the Vikings here too. Again, Eberflus should not have no job. There's 3 head coaches I expect to be fired on Monday. It should be a Black Friday discounted sale. He said Casey better call T.O. out of retirement. They should have went after D-Hop. I'm just being real.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning, but I'm taking Minnesota. So Monday, I expect Brandon Staley, Eberflus, and Ron Rivera to not have no job. But there you have it, guys. Another episode in the books. Again, make sure if y'all missed it, tune over to the East Coast, Northwest East streaming services on Roku TV. Y'all can catch this again. All the links are in the description. Jori's channel. Make sure y'all watch out for her channel and the Jori Sports Stories. Of course, y'all know my channel. I'm always in the building. We're in the building. We're going to get on out of here. Tune in next week. More topics, more things to go over. Anything you want to say before you get out of here? You got Bella. Got Bella?
Yep. She's been acting a fool all show. All show. Stop it.
On that note, we are going to get on out of here, y'all. We will see y'all in another stream. Deuces.
What are we talking about? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.